one lottery ticket makes a big difference for our state students. And when I say big, I mean bigger than jackpot big. Since 2002, South Carolina students have benefited from more than $6 billion in lottery-funded scholarships and grants, including the Life, Hope, and Palmetto Fellow Scholarships. With every lottery play, you're supporting our students, and that adds up in a big way. That's why education is our middle name. Learn more at sceducationlottery.com/betteryou.
It is Ryan Seacrest here. There was a recent social media trend which consisted of flying on a plane with no music, no movies, no entertainment. But a better trend would be going to ChumbaCasino.com. It's like having a mini social casino in your pocket. Chumba Casino has over 100 online casino-style games, all absolutely free. It's the most fun you can have online and on a plane. So grab your free welcome bonus now at ChumbaCasino.com. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Okay, real talk. We're all kind of hooked on our phones. It's full of shiny apps designed to keep your attention captive forever. But there's real-life stuff to do other than scrolling, and I'm here to help. I'm Christina Quinn, the host of Try This, a podcast from The Washington Post. The show explores solutions for life's common problems. And this season, we're learning to tame the dopamine beast and reclaim our attention in this noisy and distracting world. So let's tame the beast together. Find Try This from The Washington Post wherever you listen.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
KFI AM 640 and YouTube. It is Later with Mo Kelly. We're live everywhere in the iHeartRadio app as well. You ought to get on the YouTube feed so you can see the glorious, the beautiful, the magnificent Marsha Collier, who joins me in studio. Marsha, so great to see you. You radiate. Last week I was talking about your beautiful red hair, and now everyone can see it for themselves. How are you this evening?
Oh, fine. Thank you so much, Mo. You make me feel so good. You really do. And thank you, everybody, for coming in, being part of the family. Because Later with Mo Kelly, we are a family, right?
Absolutely.
We are.
And speaking of the family, I know some other extended family members have been reaching out to you.
Well, I do get, my website is marshacollier.com. By the way, my YouTube channel is at Marsha Collier, and lots of things. But let's get down to this. So I've been getting some, go to marshacollier.com, click on contact if you have a question for me. That's real easy. I have had more than one person ask me, what is the deal with the different colored hearts? What do they mean?
You mean like the emojis?
In the emoji. I mean, and I kind of wondered myself because it used to change, but it isn't. So real quick, red, classic symbol of love.
Okay.
Strong emotion. Blue represents trust, loyalty, and tranquility. Green symbolizes nature, growth, and harmony.
That's so nice.
I know, it's lovely. Yellow expresses joy, happiness, and friendship. You want to have the friendship, you send the yellow. Purple can represent love, spirituality, and luxury. So, if you're selling a Louis Vuitton purse on eBay, throw in a couple of purple hearts. Black represents sorrow, grief, or a dark sense of humor. Mo, you ought to be using that more.
Okay. All right. I never knew there was like a complete lexicon for hearts.
White symbolizes purity, peace, and innocence. I mean,
okay.
Perfect. And brown signifies stability, comfort, and earthiness. And Mo, I'll give this to you.
A brown heart?
Yes. That's good.
I'll take it over. I've never just seen a brown heart emoji now that I think of it.
Just go to your emojis and where it says search emojis, click. Type brown heart.
But no, I'm saying I don't think I would ever even think to use a brown emoji.
Well,
a heart emoji.
Darling, I don't know why
I've used other brown emojis to convey different sentiments.
See, I've never used that.
I have the whole pile.
And I haven't used...
Excuse me. I'm sorry.
And I haven't used Ronner's three-fingered salute or single-finger salute. Yeah. So I'm giving Mo that list. So Mo, if he texts with you, we'll now have a better understanding.
If I text, that's the only way I communicate with people.
Okay.
I frown upon phone calls.
Well, I don't talk to anybody.
That's how you and I speak the same language.
That's why we get along. So I have to tell you, interesting stuff. It's vacation season. we all want to go on vacation. We may not be able to afford to go on vacation. So you may do a staycation at home, or you may go to a local city. I mean, 29 Palms isn't far away, and it's a very cool place. Lots of places you can go to. And what if you're not really familiar with the place? You can use Google Maps to, first of all, open your app, then check if you're in an airport. Just check for the directory tab at the bottom, if you've looked for that. And it will show you business hours, floor plans, what stores are in there, and a map so you can find your way around.
A map within a map.
Within a map, yeah. Check how busy a location is before you go. I always do that. So I search the maps for the place I want to go. Is the smokehouse going to be busy after this show? If it's not going to be too busy, I might be stopping by for some food.
Is it wrong to say it's almost like traffic, but just for people?
Exactly. And I use it in my local area when I'm at home. If I want a sub, I'm a sub sandwich freak. I love sub sandwiches.
What's your shop? Jersey Mike's?
Jersey Mike's.
Okay.
Yeah, Jersey Mike's. They make a great Italian
Oh,
sub.
yes, they do.
I mean, and I always get the big giant one so that I can cut it up and I'll eat for a day and a half.
I can't do that. I can't do leftovers, but we digress. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to take you away from your point.
No, it's okay because, leftovers in my world are really important. So I like leftovers. So what you do when you go to the maps, all you have to do is there are a couple of different things you can do, and you're not going to be able to see the maps on my phone, but you can make a reservation at a restaurant without calling.
From your app?
From your app, right. You don't have to talk to anybody, Mo. You like that?
That's why my ears picked up, because it's like, what? I don't have to talk to anybody?
Okay, so I've got Google Maps open on my phone. If you tap at the top, there's a restaurants bar. And all of a sudden, we have a list of restaurants that are close to where I am.
See, this is why you need to be on the YouTube channel right now so you can see this.
And once you've done that, it's got directions, a little button for directions, call or go to their website. And some of them have place an order, reserve a table. You can't beat that, especially if you're traveling and you don't know where you are. So you don't have to call. So if it's a language that you don't speak, that's cool too. Use Google Maps without a cell signal. I've been to some really far away places. You can download the map of the area you want to be in to your phone, so you don't need a cell signal, and you can call up that map individually. Aside from being able to share your location with friends and family, curated lists, and this is what I like to do because I travel a lot with my daughter. I travel with my husband. Certain times we have to go to certain places because we have to do it. So you go on your app. Right in the center, you'll see an icon that is called You. You tap that icon, and you go to a place where you can start a list. It'll take you to a map of the place you request. I'm going to England. I want to go to Selfridges. I want to go to Harrods. I want to. So you want
to hit all the spots.
Well, hey, there's one hotel we stay in that's at the back door of Fortnum and Mason.
You plan it out.
We don't kid around. But anyway, AI can really help you with this. And I know. I got 1 second?
Got 1 second.
Okay, Google Flights, flights.google.com. You want to find out a flight? You can't read this. I know you can't. But what it is a page at flights.google.com. You put in how many stops, your location, where you're leaving from, where you want to go, the dates. You put in how many stops, what airline or airline group, bags, price, times, emissions, connecting airports, whatever you want. You click it and it has top departing flights and prices. But the best part is underneath that, there is a graph. And I know you can't read it, but you can see that there's one date that's lit up in the center. That date is $500 less than the highest price of any price. And what it does is it has dates on both sides, so you can move it around to find a good price for when you want to go. It's a great tip. I use it all the time.
When we come back, let's talk about what Microsoft and AI are doing together for our benefit, air quotes. It's later with Mo Kelly. Marsha Collier joins us in studio. You got to watch her. You got to see her on YouTube, on our YouTube channel, at Mr. Mo Kelly. Watch the show.
Step into the world of power, loyalty, and luck.
I'm going to make him an offer he can't refuse.
With family, cannolis, and spins mean everything.
Now, you want to get mixed up in the family business.
Introducing The Godfather at ChumbaCasino.com. Test your luck in the shadowy world of The Godfather slot.
Someday, I will call upon you to do a service for me.
Play The Godfather now at ChumbaCasino.com.
Welcome to the family.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
We've all done it. You see a headline but don't have time to read the whole story, or there's so much news you're not sure what is worth your time. I'm Colby Ekowitz, co-host of Post Reports, the weekday afternoon podcast from The Washington Post. Post Reports brings you what's relevant and revealing. Breaking stories, politics, wellness, culture. Each episode goes beyond a headline for the context you need. Find Post Reports now, wherever you're listening.
You know how we're always talking about what's next? Well, I found it. It's called Formula E. Forget everything you think you know about racing. This isn't just cars going fast. It's like a supercomputer on wheels. The tech is insane. And the drivers, they're like chess grandmasters at 200 miles per hour. You've got to see it. Trust me. You'll be hooked. Follow Formula E live on Roku. Next race, Miami, April 12th.
Live.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
It's Later with Mo Kelly. We're live everywhere in the iHeartRadio app and YouTube at Mr. Mo Kelly on YouTube. You can see the live stream as I'm talking with our tech guru, Marsha Collier, who joins me in studio. Let's get back to my conversation with Marsha Collier. Marsha, we talk about AI all the time. We know that there's some good and some bad. When we also know that Microsoft, whatever you may think of Microsoft, they're offering up some free AI skills training for everyone. How should I sign up? Should I sign up?
As is Google. They're both doing it because there is such a need. If you look at jobs right now, and this isn't like coding. You can tell AI to do the coding. This is really learning how to feed an AI and how to get the information to you. So if you give Google their AI or Microsoft's AI, ChatGPT or Grok is my personal favorite at the moment.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but is there really any measurable difference between these different AI entities?
Yeah. I think the answers I get from ChatGPT are a little stupid. I'm being serious. On topics I know about, that I want elucidation on deeper insights. Yeah, ChatGPT is a little stumbly. Grok understands, and if I correct Grok, it doesn't get snarky. So it's kind of weird, and Grok at the end says, check back with me and let me know how all this worked out.
Does it feel still like you're talking with a computer? I know there was a story recently that AI has passed the Turing test on some level.
Yeah, I can say that definitely with Grok.
Okay.
I was shocked because I'm not an AI person. So just so you know, when you do this, do not give away any personal information whatsoever because it will become part of the learning for that large learning engine.
Can I argue, though, that with our stuff, which is already out there on the internet, it already has our personal information, any data? We were just having this informal conversation off the air about how these apps clearly share information and know things about us in our real world lives that we have not specifically articulated to the app.
Absolutely. And I don't know how they get it. I don't know where they get it. And frankly, I got better things to do than figure it out. But in the words of Gavin Newsom, we're gonna, whether we like it or not.
Well, all I know is, it doesn't mean we can't go kicking and screaming. And we have this debate with Mark Ronner all the time. And he's the person like, hey, I'm not going to like it. I don't want to speak for him. But he makes it very clear that just because something may be inevitable, it doesn't mean we need to roll over. Is that fair, Mark?
I'll allow that, yes.
Okay.
Whoa, you're such a grumpy pants, Mark. Really?
What are you talking? First, it's with the fingers, and et tu, Marsha? Et tu?
Yeah, well, this is on screen, off screen,
Okay, all right.
You can be nice for the people. Give them a wave.
Oh, I am a...
No, if he gives them a wave, it'll be a single finger salute.
No. We hate to break the fourth wall in the news department, just so you know.
Okay, so since AI is here, whether we like it or not, you need to learn. Even if you don't plan on using it a lot, to get the best from AI. And next week, I'll tell you how to design a Barbie box with you in as the Barbie. So that's kind of cool.
What's in the box?
It's a stupid picture of a box with you.
We can be in an actual Barbie box?
Yes.
Or a Ken box in mine.
Or a Ken box in your one. But you've got to learn to ask the right prompts. And that means be decisive, descriptive, brief. Don't go on and on and on. And this is a talent. And companies are paying 6 figures for people who can do this well. So first I want to tell you that Google has AI Essentials, generative AI for educators, Prompting Essentials, which is one I would recommend everyone take. Grow Your Business with AI. These are free classes. You go to grow.google.com/AI/. Go there. You can see the free classes that are available. This can help you massively. Now, if you want a certificate from one of these classes so you can show your friends and parents, I think there's going to be a charge for that.
Probably.
But what's in your mind and what you learn, they can't take away. So take as many free classes as you can.
Very quickly, Marsha Collier, you were talking about, as we run out of time here, how people can reach out to you. People do reach out to you. We had a Chiron earlier. Daniel, bring up her Chiron again of her contact information. How can people reach out to you, Marsha Collier?
Just go to marshacollier.com and click the contact button. I have a YouTube account. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Twitter, but I don't listen everywhere all the time. But you can reach me with that contact button anytime.
It is always great to have you, Marsha Collier, especially in studio so people can see your wonderful, flowing, glowing hair, your wonderful locks, and your ebullient personality. Is that fair enough to say?
Ebullient. That's a good word.
I try every now and then.
Maybe you should start writing books too.
No. I don't do books. I just write short things,
I read.
I've been asked, if I'm going to write a memoir or a book. It's like I've never been really inspired to do something long form.
Okay. Here is where AI can help you real quick. Start making your notes, even audio notes. Tell the story about the time you and such, or put it in a Word doc or a Google Doc.
Okay.
Feed that then to the AI and say, I want this to be a chapter in a book. You come up with 15 of those and you've got a book.
I'm not doing an AI book. I'm a writer. I would never even let a second person ghostwrite my. I
have to tell you, I've written 48 books. 48 written.
And how many was AI?
None.
That's my point.
And they sell. My latest Android smartphones for seniors for dummies. Please pick it up. It's a great gift for the holiday.
Marsha Collier, see you next week.
You bet.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
And YouTube at Mr. Mo Kelly if you want to see the show as it happens. And now let's talk about The Hollywood Reporter. You would think The Hollywood Reporter would know better, right? The Hollywood Reporter's list of the 20 sexiest TV shows of all time. They said of all time, and they actually ranked them. Mark Ronner, hold on to your butt.
Yeah, let's have it.
Coming in at, look, We're going to do 2 segments of this, so let me just read these. I don't need the drum roll because there's no drama to this. This is offensive. This has to be the worst list we have ever covered. Ever. Coming in at number 20 of the sexiest shows of all time, The Golden Girls.
Is this a joke?
No.
I'm serious.
No, to kick it off.
They want to point to the lustful nature of Blanche, if you're familiar with the show, and how she was having these lustful monologues. She would just sleep with people. But the show was not sexy. That was a character who was always sleeping with people. But the show, look, it wasn't like people were watching the show for B. Arthur and Betty White. It's like, ooh, I want to get next to them.
That's a real limited demographic there. That's all I'm going to say. I could say more. I want to say more.
You know, it's strange because I think we are the age of the Golden Girls actors when they were doing the show, maybe a little older.
Keep moving.
Number 19 of the sexiest TV shows of all time, Pride and Prejudice, BBC, 1995.
What? Pride and Prejudice.
Yeah.
It's all penned up. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, it's bad, y'all. It's bad. Hollywood Reporter. Number 18, The L Word, Showtime.
Okay.
I've never seen that.
You didn't miss anything.
No. I'm getting. Okay, give me one more because I have an idea of what this list is about. I need to
noticing
hear
a
one
pattern?
more. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Number 17 of the sexiest TV shows of all time, according to the Hollywood Reporter, who once upon a time was reputable. Number 17, Melrose Place.
Oh, come on.
Okay. It's clear. It's clear.
I'm not making this up, y'all.
One, this is not a list made by someone who is actually judged and watched and reviewed television shows. This is someone who's just talking about the shows they like. That's one.
Right.
Two, This is someone who is associating having sex with being sexy. There's a huge difference.
Is there a sexier TV show, honestly, off the top of my head, than Charlie's Angels?
You'd be hard pressed to find one.
Or Three's Company?
Yes.
Chips. I mean, Fantasy Island.
Yeah.
Love Boat. I mean, there are so many. These are shows that did not have sex, but always alluded to. So you had to have writing that was very sexual.
Or Star Trek.
Sensual. Star Trek, yes. Shows that were sensual in nature and alluded to, but couldn't show you because it had to tantalize your mind.
He was not having sex with Spock in that episode in Amok Time, but Kirk got around more than those chicks in the Golden Girls. Now, this is going to blow your mind. I think you're talking, Twala, about sexy without depicting the sex. For my money, the sexiest, playful, flirty show of all time is the one with Steed and Mrs. Peel in the old Avengers.
Oh, that leather?
Lots of sex appeal.
You talking about leather?
Well, that too.
Ooh, that's what I remember.
But very, very sexy. The language, the dialogue, the playfulness, all that. Yes.
You cannot beat Diana Rigg.
Mod
Squad, get smart. I mean, Jesus, when you talk about shows that relied on sex appeal, not just sex.
Well, and what adds to the sex appeal of Get Smart is the Cones of Silence. I mean, if you're into that.
True story. Coming in at number 16 of the sexiest TV shows of all time. All time. Scandal. There's some sex.
There was lots of sex, some of it gratuitous.
But it wasn't like you would have Kerry Washington exhibiting sexualized behavior, or you had all these models. It was two people who were in love. They had sex in a broom closet once, but I don't know if that's sexy.
I mean, she busted in the door. I want you now. Yeah. And then clothes are ripped off, and then sex is had. But that's not sexy. That's just that's soft.
Yeah, sexy has to do with the idea of sex, not the reality of sex. You know, when you saw Charlie's Angels and you saw that intro. And you see the various poses, and you have Farrah Fawcett in the bikini, you have Jacqueline Smith and the hair flowing around, and Kate Jackson pointing a gun. However it was sexy, not sexual.
I mean, David Hasselhoff.
Baywatch. Come on.
That's what the commenters have been saying, Baywatch.
I mean, how do you put it this way? We haven't done the whole list. Baywatch is not on the list. Let me just tell you that right now. Spoiler. Coming in at number 15, Buffy the Vet. Oh, come on.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
I think not.
Let me get through the first 10. Number 14, Industry. Number 13, 13, Normal People on Hulu. Number 12, Interview with the Vampire, the TV show.
Oh, come on.
Number 11, Sense8 on Netflix. No. Now, this next one, as we close out this segment, I'll allow. And I think it's the only one they got right. Coming in at number 10. Moonlighting.
Yeah.
Okay, we can agree with that one.
Yes.
Some fly by night, some fly by day.
Well, there's a mood killer right there.
It's later with Mo Kelly. When we come back, the second part of this list of the top 20 sexiest shows of all time, according to Hollywood Reporter, they are crazy and wrong. We're live on YouTube.
Hello, it is Ryan, and we could all use an extra bright spot in our day, couldn't we? Just to make up for things like sitting in traffic, doing the dishes, counting your steps, all the mundane stuff. That is why I'm such a big fan of Chumba Casino. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere with daily bonuses. That should brighten your day a little. Actually, a lot. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com. That's ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
There's an efficient way to get caught up on a lot of news. It's called The 7 from The Washington Post. It's a newsletter and podcast. Whether you're reading or hit play, you get 7 stories you need to know, and you can consume it all in just a few minutes. The 7 is out every weekday morning by 7 a.m. Eastern. I'm Hannah Jewell. I'm one of the writers, and I host the show. Find the 7 podcast wherever you're listening. The newsletter link is waiting for you in the show notes.
You know how we're always talking about what's next? Well, I found it. It's called Formula E. Forget everything you think you know about racing. This isn't just cars going fast. It's like a supercomputer on wheels. The tech is insane, and the drivers, they're like chess grandmasters at 200 miles per hour. You've got to see it. Trust me. You'll be hooked. Follow Formula E live on Roku. Next race, Miami, April 12th.
And the iHeartRadio app.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
On iHeartRadio and also YouTube. If you want to check out the live show, the live stream, we're talking about TV shows. Supposedly sexy TV shows. Don't worry, the video's coming right back. The top 20 sexiest TV shows of all time, according to the Hollywood Reporter. And not only are they wrong, they don't watch TV at all. We finished with number 10. Now let's get to number 9 of the top sexiest TV shows of all time. True Blood, HBO.
I'm done.
There were a lot of people having sex, but it wasn't sexy. There was a lot of nudity. But it wasn't like 9.5 weeks sexy.
Trashy.
It was, it's just, it's garden variety, vampires screwing everybody. That's all they did. All night long. And every once in a while they bite people on the neck. Coming in at number 8. Oh yeah, recency bias alert. The White Lotus.
What? Of all time?
Of all time, since the beginning of television itself.
The whole time
of television. White Lotus, number 8. Coming in at number 7. Looking. On HBO from 2014 to 2016. Looking was not even a successful show.
But that's a sexy show.
I don't even remember that. Looking?
I don't remember.
It came and went.
And it's...
So to speak.
And it's in the top 7?
Looking. I gotta look that up. Because Dream On was HBO's first big, nasty, sexy show that actually showed stuff. I bet that's not on the list. And I bet X-Files isn't either.
No. I can tell you right now it isn't. Coming in at number 6 of the sexiest TV shows of all time, according to the Hollywood Reporter. Lord help me. The Americans.
What is sexy about that?
I don't know.
I'm starting to get the impression that the writer of this list has never actually had sex.
Or written.
Does not own a television, has just heard people in the office talking about shows where people are having sex.
I never missed an episode of The Americans, and I would never have put that on this list.
Top 5 now. Number 5 of the sexiest TV shows of all time. Of all time in the history of television. Insecure. Again, another HBO bias. I would put Sex in the City before Insecure.
Yeah. And
for a bunch of reasons.
That's a phenomenal show, but sexy is not one of the descriptors that come out.
Funny, entertaining.
Yes.
Talk about relationships,
cutting
weird situations.
Edge, all of that. But sexy?
Number 4. It gets worse, y'all. It gets worse. Hannibal.
I agree with that one.
Cut off his mic, somebody. Cut off his video feed, too.
How dare you?
No. I know there were sexual
Number 3,
elements.
Mark.
Number 4.
Number 4. Even worse that it's in the top 5.
No, it's up too high, but there was a vibe to the show that is undeniable.
In the top 100, fine.
Yeah, okay.
All right, number 3 of the top 20 sexiest shows of all time. Mad Men.
No. Sex, not sexy.
Number 2, and mind you, the number 2 show on this list only lasted 1 season, and it's not Baywatch, it's not Charlie's Angels, it's not
Hawaii Five-0. I mean,
right?
Magnum PI. Jeez Louise, man.
Number 2 of the sexiest TV shows of all time. Now Apocalypse. Never even freaking heard of it.
I was going to say, I never heard of that.
1 year on Stars, a network that nobody even freaking watched.
Now Apocalypse, that's the name of it?
That's the name of the show.
Are you saying like now where it's or now and Apocalypse?
I've never seen the show. I have no answer for you. I have no idea.
That is an obscure choice.
Oh, it gets worse when you hear number 1. So the number 1 show, the sexiest show of all time in the history of television. In the history. In other words, there's no sexier show anywhere to be found. Vita on Stars, 2018 to 2020.
I am disgusted.
Wow.
Who is this alleged writer?
It just says the Hollywood Reporter. I don't know. I don't know if they put their name to it or was the editorial board. I don't know. I have no idea.
The person should be shamed. Publicly shamed. Unless that's their kink, and then I want to withhold it.
KFI AM 640 and also YouTube. You might want to tune in to the YouTube channel so you can watch this. We're live everywhere also on the iHeartRadio app.
Heard any of our secret mind control hidden messages recently? No? That's because we're really good at it.
KFI.
And KOST HD2.
Los Angeles, Orange County.
Live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
One lottery ticket makes a big difference for our state students. And when I say big, I mean bigger than jackpot big. Since 2002, South Carolina students have benefited from more than $6 billion in lottery-funded scholarships and grants, including the Life, Hope, and Palmetto Fellow Scholarships. With every lottery play, you're supporting our students, and that adds up in a big way. That's why education is our middle name. Learn more at sceducationlottery.com/betteryou.
Ryan Seacrest here. When you have a busy schedule, it's important to maximize your downtime. One of the best ways to do that is by going to ChumbaCasino.com. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino games like spin slots, bingo, and solitaire that you can play for free for a chance to redeem some serious prizes. So hop on to ChumbaCasino.com now and live the Chumba life. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
We've all done it. You see a headline but don't have time to read the whole story, or there's so much news you're not sure what is worth your time. I'm Colby Ekowitz, co-host of Post Reports, the weekday afternoon podcast from The Washington Post. Post Reports brings you what's relevant and revealing. Breaking stories, politics, wellness, culture. Each episode goes beyond a headline for the context you need. Find Post Reports now, wherever you're listening.